Hi, my name is Tony Yap, and I've been doing this sport of fly fishing for the last, I don't know how many years, let's say in the middle 60s. All right, and the reason I got into fly fishing is that me and my wife likes to go camping, and I saw this guy over there with, I didn't, at the time I didn't even know what a fly rod is, and here I have with my spinning rod, with my salmon eggs and my marshmallow, and I'm not catching anything. So this guy was catching fish left and right, and I went over there and asked him, I said, what kind of bait he's using? And he told me that he's not bait fishing, he's fly fishing. Well, moving forward, our club, San Jose Flycasters, they have the fairground in Santa Clara County. They are doing demonstration over there, and that was again in the 60s. And I went over there and I told my wife, hey, hon, I said, that's the kind of thing that we saw at the mountain out there. And I went to the guy and I talked to the guy, and they asked me to go to a meeting, and that started the whole thing, all right? Now, since 1995, I took a class on fly casting, and you know, they told me the same thing, like stop the rod, don't open your wrist, and this kind of thing. And I was doing that for a long, long time. I also ended up being a tournament caster in 1995. And tournament casting is basically, it's not fishing tournament, it's a casting tournament. And the organization that handled that is the American Casting Association. So I started tournament casting, and I starting learning a lot. But there's only one problem when I go fishing, is that I get tired. I get my arms sore when I go home, my arms sore and things like that. And sometimes I go home, I can't even open the doorknob because my whole thing hurts over here. And I said to myself that there's got to be something wrong with this sport over here. And in 1992, 95, on the late 90s, I started doing my own technique. And I found out that my technique is much better. I don't get hurt anymore. And when I do a casting demonstration, and people that I compete with, they admire my cast and they describe my cast as being smooth and effortless, including the guys I went to, and they said they can't believe the way I cast. I don't get tired anymore, I don't get sore anymore, and the technique is a little bit different from the conventional way of fly casting. And in fact, I think I'm the only instructor in the world, and maybe United States, that can openly say, that casting with a fly rod and casting with a conventional tackle like spinning rod is almost the same. It's almost the same. There's a very close relationship. And that's how I started. And when I do my demonstration, I'm gonna show you the comparison of how to cast a fly rod and how to cast with a spinning rod. Technique basically is, it will improve your accuracy and will improve improve your distance also. So what we're going to be talking today is understanding casting first, understanding how this thing works. Because if you know, this fly rod is just a tool to do something, and there's got to be an efficient way how to use this tool more efficiently. So that's what we're going to be covering today, and show you how to make this rod work more efficiently, more enjoyable, and hopefully more rewarding for you guys once you know this technique. And remember now, there's only one thing. Once, I want you to have an open mind, all right? Have an open mind, and because what you're gonna be hearing from me is a little bit what you heard from regular conventional way of teaching fly casting, all right? Have an open mind, because what I heard is that mind is just like a parachute, you know? It only works when it's open. So let's do it that way, all right?